shootings in Austin.
Everyone just went into a blind panic.
It's so heartbreaking. I'm so sad for myself, for everyone who loves her. She was such a sweet girl.
Gunfire on 6th Street killed a young woman and injured several others in July. In November, police found a teenager shot to death in East Austin. And on New Year's, a bullet struck a woman in the leg while she was downtown celebrating. Police have yet to find her shooter. We found cities across the country are using technology to help police detect gunshots and react more quickly when someone pulls the trigger.
Tonight, KXAN investigator Kevin Schwaller explores whether that kind of system could work and even save lives in Austin.
Whatever plans Victoria Rocha had for the new year changed shortly after midnight.
I was like, no, this isn't happening. Somebody wake me up. I literally was telling them, please wake me up.
Victoria says she was sitting down near the corner of Brazos and 6th Street, one of the most crowded parts of town, when something struck her.
I looked down and I could see the blood running down my leg.
She says she didn't know what happened until she got to the hospital and learned the hole in her leg was from a .45 caliber bullet.
But I'm still here, and I'm very glad that I'm able to talk about it.
Victoria's story prompted us to look into whether technology could help find her shooter. Austin police have cameras downtown, but the shooter is still on the loose. But we found another tool. Gunshot detection technology could help. It lets police locate gunfire without needing witnesses, cameras, or anyone calling 911.
Here's how it works. Crews install sensors in various locations. Then, if someone shoots a gun, the system uses the sound to pinpoint the location of the gunfire and sends it to police.
This is video from a company called ShotSpotter, a big name in the gunshot detection business. The company claims about 90 cities worldwide are using the system, including St. Louis, Denver, San Francisco, and another Texas city just down I-35 from us.
We wanted to see how this technology works for ourselves, so we came here to San Antonio, the first city in the state to use it.
Satellite view.
San Antonio City Council member Alan Warwick showed us the app police can use. Officers can also listen to the gunshots. The sensors cover about 2 square miles in San Antonio, and makers say it can cost anywhere between $65,000 and $95,000 per square mile each year.
I grew up in these neighborhoods. It covers the house that I lived my first 10 years in.
Warwick says ShotSpotter detected about 2,000 gunshots since April of last year. Police say officers made at least 11 arrests in cases that triggered a ShotSpotter alert. Although that doesn't mean the arrests were because of ShotSpotter. Warwick says his goal is to reduce the number of gunshots.
Now it's really about preventing those shots from happening. How do we stop someone and say, wait, I know cops are going to be here in 2 or 3 minutes. If I shoot this gun, is it really worth it?
Has there been this kind of study conducted up to this point?
Not up to this point.
Dr. Daniel Lawrence is working on a federally funded study examining gunshot detection. He says police are responding to ShotSpotter calls more quickly than 911 calls, but researchers haven't yet finished examining the systems.
It's not an end-all for this type of crime, and it's just one of the tools of many that police officers use to address this crime.
But is a system like this worth the cost, and would it help Austin? An Austin police spokesperson wrote in an email to KXAN that Austin police are aware of the system, but there are not enough shootings in Austin to warrant the price tag.
8 years doing armed robberies.
We visited retired Austin police detective John Hunt to get his take on the technology. He believes people will typically call in gunshots in Austin, and he questions how much ShotSpotter would help investigators, especially if there are witnesses or they have already pinpointed where someone was shot.
My gut reaction is that it's just not worth it. A fine toy to have is a great idea, but I'd rather see all the cops with bulletproof vests, more things that protect the officers.
It's impossible to know if this kind of tool could have helped in Victoria's case, to help police more quickly locate where someone pulled the trigger or to deter a shooter.
It could prevent it from happening. It could prevent someone else being hurt, dead.
Kevin Schwaller, KXAN, investigates.
We also checked, and we are not aware of any discussions at the city about using this kind of technology. A document outlining technology used with Austin's Halo camera system mentioned that it is compatible with gunshot detection.
But keep in mind, different cities might also require different crime-fighting tools. The crime statistics alone show a difference between Austin and San Antonio. San Antonio ended last year with 149 homicides. Austin had 39.